Welcome again to the newsroom. I am Simisola Digun. The federal government has called on stakeholders in the oil sector to support the move against crude oil theft. This call was made by the managing director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) Limited, Mele Kyari, at the 5th Quadrennial Delegates Conference in Asaba, Delta State. According to him, the support of the National Association of Petroleum and Engineering Gas Workers (NUPENG), the National Association of Road Transport Workers (NATO), and other stakeholders will be instrumental in tackling the menace in the Niger Delta. Speaking on the development in the sector, Kyari said the impact of pipeline vandalism has reduced the country's capacity to meet its oil output quota. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) has disclosed that it is investigating almost 100 petitions on recruitment scam within the public service. ICPC Chairman Bolaji Owasanoye revealed this on Tuesday at a policy dialogue organized by the Anti-Corruption Academy of Nigeria, aimed at producing a policy brief to guide the national response on curbing corruption and irregularities in the public service recruitment in Nigeria. Speaking on recruitment processes within the public service, Owasanoye called for measures to promote transparency. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has threatened to disqualify any political party that fails to adhere strictly to regulations and guidelines for the conduct of primaries for the 2023 general elections. The Commission gave the advice in a statement issued on Tuesday by its National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye. INEC warned that any political party that fails to comply with the provisions regulating the conduct of any of its primaries, its candidates shall be excluded in the election for the particular position. A large study in Israel has found that a fourth dose of the Pfizer vaccine reduced rates of COVID-19 among the elderly, but the protection against infection appeared short-lived. The researchers added that a second booster's protection against infection dwindled after 4 weeks. The study was based on 1.3 million people aged 60 and older and looked at data from the Israeli Ministry of Health database between January 10 and March 2, when the Omicron variant was predominant. The House of Representatives Committee on Finance has asked the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission to provide details of crude oil production for the fourth quarter of 2021 and the first quarter of 2022. Chairman of the committee, James Faleke, made the request at the continued investigative hearing of the panel in Abuja on Tuesday. The committee said the information will help the House to determine the revenue accrued to the Federation through the NUPRC within the period. A report issued by 11 international organizations in collaboration with the European Union on food emergencies has said that West Africa is hit by its worst food crisis in a decade, with 27 million persons going hungry. The report also claims that 11 million more persons could go hungry in West Africa in the next 3 months, bringing the total number of hungry people in the region to 38 million by June 2022. Director Save the Children West and Central Africa disclosed that the situation is forcing hundreds of thousands of people to move to different communities and to live with host families who are already living in difficult conditions. Former Barcelona coach Ronald Koeman will take over as Netherlands boss from Louis van Gaal after this year's World Cup, the Dutch Football Federation announced on Wednesday. It will be the 59-year-old's second time in charge of the Dutch national team after taking the reins from 2018 to 2020, when he left the post to become coach of Barcelona. The Netherlands will play the opening match of the World Cup in Qatar against Senegal and also play the host nation and Ecuador in their Group A. That's the latest update on the newsroom. Join us in the next hour for more stories.